Hey, shalom, shalom. Call halayim la, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. All right, peace and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the true teachers of all Israel. Shalom to the hopeful elect, all right? This quick in transit lesson, I'm going to go into a very spiritual dream that I had maybe 2 nights ago. And, you know, it's just going to be a quick hit. The Lord's will is edifying. And I don't have a lot of dreams, but usually when I do have them, they be super heavy or, you know, a lot of things going on. But and sometimes it just be a silly dream and you don't even think much of it, you know. And when I had this dream initially, I kind of had to meditate on it in the morning while I'm in the shower. It hit me. I'm like, you know, I prayed, and then I was like, whoa, that was heavy, because the Lord opened my eyes to, you know, what I believe it represented. But anyways, you know, getting to the point now. The dream was basically, it was there's a lot of things going on, but at this particular part, there was a symphony orchestra, right, or some kind of opera or something like that. Basically, a song was being sung or some type of music, you know, but it was like a classy type of event, you know. So I'm there, and there's a few other Jakes there that are with us, and then Apostle Tahar is there. Kind of just pops into the dream, you know, and I thought nothing of it. I was like, oh, well, we're supposed to be here at this event. We're hearing this this musical, right? Or it wasn't a musical. It was like I said, an orchestra, you know. It was a big concert hall. So we're going up these stairs, and just when we about to go to the stairs, though, these the guys that we were with, they're like, yo, let's leave, because, you know, Apostle Tahar was there, and they were like, oh, let's leave him, let's go ahead, ha ha ha, like joking, like they didn't want to wait for the apostle, you know. So I was like looking at him like, oh, you can't disrespect a man like that, especially an apostle, you know. So I'm waiting behind. I'm waiting behind with the apostle, you know. And then we're going up the stairs, and there's other people there. And as we're going up the stairs, there's this one, we finally get to this long hallway going into the concert hall, right? And I kind of walked a little bit ahead just to see if I can get some good seating for us to sit. And then Apostle Tahar was there with a woman, right? And the woman was holding a baby, and the baby was crying. So Apostle Tahar takes the baby, and then I'm like looking to get the seating and you know, to get the nice seating or whatever, to see what seats are available. And then Apostle Tahar motions to me like, come here. And I'm like, you know, every time I see the apostle do that, or elders do that, you know, you kind of get like, oh shit, you know, am I doing something wrong? And then he was like, come here, and he gave me a look like, he had the baby. The baby was crying. It was a young Jake boy. He had like the afro, right? And he was like, here, you know, you're supposed to take care of this. Like, he basically was like, you should know to take care of this child. Like, you know, you gotta take care of this baby. He's crying. So then I'm like, oh, my bad. I grabbed the baby and I consoled the baby. And then we go into the concert hall, basically. So essentially, you know, through the Spirit, you know, the meaning that I took out of it, you know, I prayed to Yahweh Shema Shine. The meaning that I took out of it was basically the Apostle Tahar teaching the elect, you know. The woman could represent the truth, or the woman could represent Israel, and the baby or the brothers that are coming in, you know. So basically, you know, the apostles taught us, so we're supposed to teach the brothers that are coming in. You know, like when a baby's crying, what are they crying for? Milk. So I'm consoling the baby, and I thought about, like, once I meditate, I'm like, oh, that's the apostles exhorting us to continue and be diligent and feed his sheep. Because the scriptures say, if you love me, feed my sheep. You know? So, you know, it was just a beautiful dream, man. So call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, the point being that you know, the main point, obviously, to feed his sheep, to follow in the footsteps of the men that have taken care of the elect, you know, that have taken care to, what does the scripture say? Minister to the saints, you know, diligence toward his name, and ministering to the saints. I believe that's in Hebrews, the 6th chapter, roughly paraphrasing it. So, you know, there's a reward. And also, the concert hall, that represents the new song, you know, the way I saw it and the way I, you know, perceived it from that dream. That concert hall represents the new song being sung. And when we read Revelation, the 14th chapter, what does it say? That they sung a new song and only the 144,000 could learn that song. So we're going, I'm taking the baby that's crying, and then he like calmed down. We going to the concert hall. And yeah, that's when the dream ended. We just entered into that concert hall. Everybody was all spiffy and nicely dressed, but hey, that represents the, hey, those garments, that's the truth. The garments are the truth. The new song is the truth. You know, the woman could be the nation of Israel, but also the truth, you know, because the scriptures liken wisdom unto a woman, you know. So yeah, just as the apostles have fed the elect with milk, you know, we're supposed to feed the church of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the elect. We're supposed to have diligence in doing this, diligence to make our calling of election sure, you know. So just as, what does it say in the book of Philippians, the 3rd chapter, to be ye followers of me. So the same way that the apostles have diligently fed the Lord's lambs, which is the way to show the love for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is to feed his sheep. If you love him, you're going to be doing this work continuously, carefully, diligently, even on them tough days, man. You know, I heard a quote that, you know, outstanding in the rain, basically, was the quote. And outstanding in the rain is like, basically, anybody could perform on a sunny day when it's nice out. You know, you got the phrase fair weather friends. But hey, if you could be outstanding in the rain, that's impressive. You know? Because it's easy to, like I said, it's easy to do well when everything's going well for us. But the Lord is testing us by the furnace when we're dealing with all this hell, and we still gotta be diligent. Catching all this hell, and we still gotta put our hand to the plow, man, and not take it off. And it be them days where you're going through a lot of other shit, outside shit, different type of distractions, Satan coming at you. You know, Satan is moving upon your family members, different people. It might be work issues, whatever it is. You know, point being to continuously do this, man, and even rejoice. Apostle Paul said he was joyous in tribulation, roughly paraphrasing it. You know, so the furnace of adversity that we're going through, man, it's all about feeding his lambs, you know. And the way that Apostle Tahar looked at me, like, you got to tend to this, like, you know, it wasn't like, oh, can you help? It was, you got to do this, you know, where you feel, you know, like when we first come into the truth, brothers felt condemned, like, because of the ways that we were moving in the world, you know, and we still, you know, striving to get better every day. You know, and praying to the Lord, because the scriptures say a just man falls 7 times, still gets up. But nonetheless, you still got to get up. You still got to get back to the main thing, man. And that's the balance. You know, we all got to make a living. Brothers might have businesses. Brothers might be successful with things that they do, because the Lord got the Spirit in us to where we can use this wisdom and apply it and have a certain moderate measure of success, right? But we always got to keep this the main thing. This is the power source, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, you could be catching all types of hell, you know, but as long as you're doing this work and staying diligent, hey, you have reason to rejoice, you know. And hey, man, it was like, that was just the sentiment that I got from it, was feed his lambs diligently, man. You know, feed his lambs diligently and continue to do this. All right, because again, there's brothers that's coming in like crying babes, and they need comfort. You know, when a baby's crying, you got to comfort the baby. Well, how is the elect being comforted? By these scriptures, by the Ruach HaKodesh that's moving through us to bring out edification. All right. So, you know, keep watching, fasting, praying, keep being diligent. Just a quick testimony. I just want to throw that out there through the Spirit. And hey, call Allah Yamla Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem HaKodesh. Shalom wa barakatam to the elect. Shalom.